Nice. How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here. We're doing a movie review. Haven't done one of these in a little while. It's going to be for Ant-Man and the Wasp, one of the newest Marvel movie. Just recently came out. There's going to be a lot of spoilers we're going to be talking about here for pretty much any Marvel film up till now, including Infinity War, so the Avengers there, and the last Ant-Man movie. So sit back, relax, grab something to eat. You don't want to see any of those, you've been warned. Or you don't want to hear any of those, you've been warned, right? That's it. So, now, I'm actually going to talk about the post-credit scene right away. That's actually where I had the most interest. So, at the end of it, Scott, you know, he's got the whole gang there, everybody's doing great. And this is obviously, like I said, right after that's the bonus end scene. And what they're doing is they're getting him to go to the quantum realm to get this, like, healing power and come back. So it's like just a quick run. Like, it looks like it was like 30 seconds at a time. And they've probably done a few of these, or maybe one or two. And then as soon as he comes back, I think they were giving it to Hank's wife, but I'm not sure if she still needed some of that. So that very well may be true. And then there was also the chick that was phasing in and out the whole movie, which also may be for her, which they kind of just up in the air that obviously she must have made it out of there at the end of the movie, but we really don't know. They never really showed that. And it was kind of funny because he's got the walkie check and nobody's answering him, and it cuts back to where they all are, like Hope and Hank, and yeah, they've literally disintegrated, and that was again Thanos doing his thing. So it's kind of crazy that happened, because now he's literally stuck out in that realm. Like as far as I'm aware, there's no way that they're bringing him back unless those three people were to come back. So Ant-Man's bone. Now that was really cool actually, and I had seen it last night there with a buddy. Like there was a late showcase. Like I didn't even get to bed till like 1 in the morning, and it's like 7:15, and I'm going for work now. So it's like, yeah, a little tired, but I'll be alright. But the funniest part about all that was when that happened, when that scene happened, there was like somebody behind me, and it was like, oh shit! Like you could tell people in the theater were feeling it, and so was I. Like I told my buddy there that, man, I was like, dude, like that right there. I was like, that made the whole film. Is that one scene? I'm like, that really left the cliffhanger right out there. It was like, holy crap, okay, like, you know, now we're talking. I'm sorry for yawning as usual. Overall though, I really enjoyed the film. Actually, it was really good. You know, it's kind of what you expect, which is a nice thing. Like, you don't walk into it having to guess. You know, it's a lot of comedy, a decent amount of comedy relief, but for the most part, I mean, it's really not that bad with the comedy. Like, there's not a crazy amount. It's one of those ones also though where the villain kind of turns almost like good at the end. Like, now she doesn't have a reason to be doing what she's doing, so she just kind of becomes like neutral. I think that's kind of funny because they've been fighting her. They fight her like the whole movie, and now, like, again, all of a sudden now she's just doing great. But that's interesting. But apparently, like, again, she would be in the same universe too, right, as everybody else. So it's hard to say, but the villain did seem to have some powers. But one of them was that she was able to phase in and out, kind of thing, of like that current, I guess you would call it that current dimension. So her attacks could go like through people and vice versa. Like, you would shoot her, it would go right through her. But I thought that was kind of neat. Her suit though, like the white suit you see in the trailer, it's really just to kind of help control it a bit. It's not even like the power of the suit itself, which is interesting. So she has that ability on her own without the suit. And another thing to mention too, she seemed really strong with the suit on, so it must have enhanced her power or something, because at one point she kicks Scott, like, we're talking like 30 feet, like right through a wall, and then he just slides. So it's like, obviously she had some power there. That can't just be like, I gave him a little love tap and, you know, he went 5 feet. But yeah, like I said, overall, I enjoyed the movie. Hope who plays the Wasp in this one, she did really well actually, and I really liked her combat. She was pretty cool. She's pretty hot too. Just saying. But Hank's wife, who's now the original Wasp, I was kind of surprised they actually found her. And at the end, I was kind of expecting them just to take her out. When she was all, they were all sitting around saying how much they missed each other and stuff, and crying and hugging. I was actually almost thinking that they were somebody was just gonna take her out right there. That would have been really convenient. That they did all that work for nothing. But no, they got her. Near the end there, Hank and his wife, they're up on the beach. And I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. How anime works is like you can shrink things and enlarge things. So they have like a fucking little mansion that he just enlarges on the beach. And I'm telling you, that probably like the most stupidest thing ever. Because it was so out of place. But it was kind of cool. Like a lot of the movie, they're dealing with the cars that can shrink constantly and then get really big, and it was kind of cool. Overall, I don't think there's too many more honorable mentions. Like I said, there's a good amount of comedic relief, which is nice. You go into Ant-Man, you kind of expect it. I mean, it's just like Deadpool or something. You know it's coming. But other than that, that's it. I'd recommend it. I'm not gonna like rate it out of 5. I don't know if I did. I'd at least say 4. But I don't know. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching so much. Check out the channel, that kind of thing. And I think we're just going to have to see you in the next video. Cheers. Peace. Cheers.